Moonlight on Broken Glass scary story published by Listen Lit Hub. Welcome. The haunting arrival. The thunder roared overhead as Emily's car wound its way through the twisting path leading to the secluded mansion. Moonlight struggled to pierce through the thick canopy of ancient trees, casting eerie shadows on the broken glass that littered the ground. She shivered, unable to shake the feeling that the shattered shards held secrets whispered only in the moonlight. The mansion emerged from the darkness like a ghostly silhouette, its towering structure wrapped in ivy and surrounded by overgrown gardens seemed to creak with age. Broken windows, like eyes void of life, stared out into the night. Emily hesitated, her hand gripping the door handle, a chill running down her spine. This was her inheritance, passed down from a distant relative she barely knew. The mansion's history was obscured, veiled in whispers of tragedy and a curse that clung to the air like a lingering perfume. As she stepped out of the car, the wind carried faint echoes that danced with the rustling leaves, a chorus of the past yearning to be heard. The front door groaned open, as if welcoming her into its ominous embrace. Emily stepped over the threshold, and the air inside thickened with a palpable sense of foreboding. Moonlight filtered through cracked windows, casting fragmented patterns on the grand staircase. Curiosity propelled her forward, deeper into the mansion's heart. She found herself in a dimly lit room, adorned with shattered mirrors, each reflecting a distorted version of herself. The broken glass whispered tales of fractured souls, of a family torn apart by a curse that refused to be forgotten. As Emily explored further, strange occurrences heightened the unsettling atmosphere. Flickering candles, disembodied whispers, and glimpses of movement in the shadows, manifestations of the supernatural clung to every corner. The moonlight seemed to amplify the spectral energies that lingered within the mansion's haunted walls. A sudden chill swept through the room, extinguishing the candles. The broken mirrors now reflected only darkness. Emily, undeterred, pressed on, haunted by a compulsion to unravel the mysteries woven into the mansion's legacy. The night outside embraced the mansion, and the broken glass crunched beneath Emily's footsteps. She couldn't shake the feeling that the shattered fragments held fragments of souls, a mosaic of tragic tales that awaited discovery. Moonlight, like a spectral guide, illuminated her path into the depths of a story etched in broken glass and whispered in moonlit echoes. As she ascended the creaking staircase, a distant howl echoed through the mansion, a lament that seemed to merge with the haunting melody of the wind. The story of Moonlight on Broken Glass had only just begun. Whispers in the wind. Emily's footsteps echoed through the narrow hallways as she ventured deeper into the mansion, guided by an unseen force. The broken glass that adorned the floors seemed to shift beneath her feet, creating a disconcerting melody that harmonized with the haunting whispers in the wind. The mansion's unsettling history unfolded before her like a spectral tapestry. Photographs, now faded and adorned with cobwebs, hinted had a once joyous family. Yet the broken glass mirrored not only shattered images, but also the fractured lives that had resided within these walls. As she explored, Emily's senses heightened, attuned to the peculiar cadence of the wind. Whispers, laden with sorrow, reached out from the shadows, telling tales of love lost, promises broken, and a curse that clung to the very essence of the mansion. In a dimly lit room, she discovered a collection of journals, their pages brittle with age. The words within spoke of moonlit rituals, shattered pacts, and a malevolent force that had become entwined with the broken glass. Each entry deepened the sense of dread that permeated the air. As Emily delved into the family's tragic legacy, the wind outside intensified, rattling the mansion's windows. Shadows danced on the walls, casting fragmented silhouettes that mimicked the broken reflections in the mirrors. The past, it seemed, was not content to remain confined to the annals of history. In her solitary exploration, Emily caught glimpses of fleeting figures, apparitions trapped in a perpetual dance with their memories. They beckoned, their silent pleas carrying on the wind, urging her to unravel the mysteries and set them free. As midnight approached, the mansion seemed to come alive with spectral energy. The broken glass, once dormant, resonated with a haunting glow. Moonlight seeped through the cracks in the windows, creating an otherworldly ambience that transcended the ordinary. In a room veiled in shadows, Emily encountered a broken mirror unlike the others. Its jagged edges seemed to pulsate with an ethereal energy. As she approached, the whispers in the wind crescendoed, revealing fragments of an ancient incantation, a ritual tied to the very essence of the curse. Compelled by an unseen force, Emily reached out, her fingertips grazing the fractured surface. The mirror responded with a subtle vibration, resonating with the sorrowful tales imprinted upon the broken glass. The wind outside howled in symphony, as if acknowledging the communion between the living and the spectral. The room fell into a profound silence as Emily withdrew her hand. The broken mirror, now aglow with an otherworldly luminescence, held a promise of revelations yet to come. Moonlight filtered through the shattered windows, casting an intricate pattern on the floor, an omen of the intertwined destinies awaiting under the moonlight on broken glass. The wind whispered its secrets, and the mansion, now awakened by Emily's presence, seemed to breathe with a spectral life of its own. The broken reflection. The mansion, now enveloped in an unsettling stillness, held its breath as Emily stood before the radiant broken mirror. The luminescence cast eerie patterns on the walls, like phantoms dancing in the moonlit shadows. As she contemplated the fractured surface, a spectral figure materialized within the mirror, a visage that seemed to transcend time. The figure, draped in a tattered gown, bore eyes that mirrored the agony of centuries. Silent lips mouthed words lost to the wind, as if attempting to convey a story etched in the broken glass. Emily, captivated by the apparition's melancholic gaze, sensed a connection that surpassed the confines of the physical realm. The broken mirror pulsated with a spectral energy, resonating with the figure's silent plea. Emily, compelled by an otherworldly force, extended her hand once more. As her fingertips grazed the radiant surface, a surge of memories flooded her consciousness, a tapestry of broken promises, lost love, and a curse that had woven itself into the very fabric of the mansion. In the fractured reflections, Emily glimpsed scenes from the past, a family torn apart by tragic circumstances, a forbidden ritual conducted under the pale moonlight, and the emergence of a malevolent force that shattered the harmony of their existence. The broken glass became a portal to the spectral memories, each shard holding a fragment of the tragic narrative. As the spectral figure continued to communicate through silent gestures, Emily felt an urgency to understand the nature of the curse. Symbols and sigils, once hidden in the shadows, now adorned the room like ethereal imprints of an ancient ritual. The broken mirrors seemed to echo the lament of the trapped spirits, their shattered reflections yearning for release. With newfound determination, Emily immersed herself in the haunted history. The spectral figure, though bound by the confines of the mirror, guided her through the fragmented memories, revealing the intricacies of the curse that held the mansion in its spectral grasp. Moonlight filtered through the cracked windows, casting a surreal glow on the supernatural tapestry that unfolded. As midnight approached, the spectral figure's form flickered, as if the energy sustaining its manifestation waned. Emily, now intricately connected to the spectral realm, sensed the need for a ritual, a key to unlocking the shackles that bound the mansion and its tormented spirits. The broken mirror, still aglow with the ethereal luminescence, became a focal point for the impending supernatural exploration. The symbols on the walls seemed to pulse in harmony with the spectral revelations. Moonlight on broken glass became a metaphor for the intertwined destinies, a reflection of the haunted legacy that awaited resolution. With the spectral figure as her guide, Emily prepared to delve deeper into the supernatural currents that surged through the mansion. The broken reflections whispered secrets of a ritualistic climax, the next step in unraveling the curse that had woven its threads into the very soul of the moonlit abode. Midnight Revelations. As the midnight hour approached, Emily found herself standing in the room adorned with symbols and sigils, surrounded by the shattered mirrors that echo with the spectral whispers of the past. The broken glass seemed to pulse with an ethereal luminescence, reacting to the impending supernatural exploration. The spectral figure within the broken mirror conveyed a sense of urgency, its form flickering like a waning flame. Emily, guided by a newfound purpose, traced the ancient symbols etched on the walls. Moonlight, filtering through the cracks in the windows, cast elongated shadows that seemed to dance with the unseen energies. In her hands, Emily held the journals she discovered earlier the cryptic accounts of moonlit rituals and the curse that bound the mansion. The broken reflections whispered secrets of a ritualistic climax that held the key to breaking the spectral chains that shackled the mansion. As Emily immersed herself in the ancient texts, the symbols on the walls seemed to come alive, resonating with the spiritual currents that permeated the room. The wind outside howled in symphony with the supernatural energies, creating an otherworldly ambience that transcended the boundaries of the mundane. With each incantation uttered and each symbol traced, the mansion itself seemed to respond. The broken mirrors vibrated with a spectral energy, and the air thickened with a palpable tension. Shadows danced on the walls, taking on shapes that mirrored the haunted history etched into the mansion's very foundation. The room became a stage for a clandestine performance, with Emily as the conductor of the spectral symphony. The broken glass, once fragments of a shattered existence, now resonated with the promise of redemption. The spectral figure within the mirror, though flickering, conveyed a sense of approval, as if acknowledging the steps taken toward unraveling the curse. As Emily reached the culmination of the ritual, a surge of supernatural energy enveloped the room. The broken mirrors emitted a radiant glow that intensified with each passing moment. Moonlight, now an active participant in the ritual, poured through the windows, creating an otherworldly tableau. In the midst of the ritualistic climax, Emily felt a profound connection to the spectral energies that surrounded her. The symbols on the walls seemed to transcend their mundane existence, becoming conduits for the ethereal forces at play. The mansion itself shuddered, as if awakening from a dormant slumber. The wind outside, once a mere spectator, joined the supernatural crescendo, carrying with it echoes of the past and the promises of a haunted redemption. Shadows coalesced into spectral forms, dancing with the broken reflections that now mirrored a transient harmony between the living and the spectral. And then, in a moment of supernatural revelation, the ritual reached its climax. The broken mirrors, once vessels of fractured memories, emitted a blinding light, transcended the room's boundaries. The spectral figure within the mirror seemed to ascend, his form merging with the radiant luminescence. As the midnight hour passed, the room fell into a profound stillness. The broken glass, now dormant, reflected a tranquil scene, a moonlit sanctuary that bore witness to the ritualistic climax that had unfolded under the broken reflections. Emily, marked by the supernatural communion, emerged from the room with a sense of both awe and trepidation. The mansion, once bound by the shackles of a malevolent curse, seemed to breathe with a newfound tranquility. Moonlight on Broken Glass had become a catalyst for a spectral transformation, a redemption arc that hinted at the possibility of a haunted peace. Shadows of the past. With the ritualistic climax now behind her, Emily felt a subtle shift in the mansion's atmosphere. The broken glass, once pulsating with spectral energy, now exuded quiet calm. Moonlight filtered through the windows, casting gentle patterns on the floor, as if the very essence of the mansion had undergone a spectral transformation. In the aftermath of the ritual, Emily's senses remained heightened, attuned to the subtle fluctuations in the supernatural currents. As she explored the mansion, the broken mirrors seemed to reflect not only shattered images, but also a sense of quiet redemption. Shadows, once hauntingly animated, now lay dormant, casting a sense of tranquility over the haunted corridors. The spectral figure within the broken mirror, though diminished, lingered as a silent guardian of the mansion's newfound respite. Emily, marked by the supernatural communion, felt a responsibility to understand the intricacies of the curse that had bound the mansion for generations. In her exploration, she discovered hidden chambers that had eluded her before, their secrets now unveiled in the aftermath of the ritual. Forgotten artifacts, symbols, and relics told tales of a family torn apart by tragic circumstances. Each room seemed to echo with the residual memories of a haunted past. As Emily delved into the spectral remnants, the broken mirrors unveiled glimpses of the mansion's history. Apparitions, once tormented by their tragic fates, now materialized with a sense of ephemeral peace. They gestured, their silent expressions conveying gratitude and a yearning for a final closure. In the moonlit corridors, temporal distortions manifested, offering glimpses of the past bleeding into the present. The spectral echoes of laughter, whispered confessions, and moments of profound sorrow reverberated through the air. Emily, now intricately connected to the mansion's spectral tapestry, walked a fine line between the realms of the living and the dead. Encounters with ghostly figures became more frequent, their presence a testament to the mansion's haunted history. Shadows of past residents materialized, replaying tragic events as if seeking validation for their newfound peace. Emily, empathizing with the spectral struggles, became a witness to the intertwined destinies that had unfolded under the moonlight on broken glass. As she ventured into the heart of the mansion, guided by the ethereal luminescence that still lingered within the broken mirrors, Emily found herself standing in the room where the ritual had taken place. The symbols on the walls, once charged with supernatural energy, now exuded a subtle resonance, a harmonic connection between the living and the spectral. In this room of temporal convergence, the broken mirrors seemed to ripple with a quiet energy. The mansion, now a stage for a spectral ballet, invited Emily to bear witness to the final acts of a haunted legacy. The glass oracle. In the wake of the spectral transformations, Emily found herself drawn to the room where the broken mirrors had played a central role in the ritual. Moonlight filtered through the cracks in the windows, casting a serene glow on the remnants of the supernatural communion. The symbols on the walls seemed to resonate with a quiet energy, echoing the mansion's newfound state of haunted tranquility. As Emily stood in the room, a subtle shift occurred within the broken mirrors. Their surfaces, once aglow with ethereal luminescence, now held a tranquil radiance, a reflection of the spectral peace that had descended upon the mansion. It was in this moment of calm that a figure materialized within the largest broken mirror, a presence distinct from the tormented spirits that had haunted the mansion. The figure, draped in a flowing gown that seemed to merge with the moonlight, radiated aura of enigmatic wisdom. Emily, captivated by the spectral visage, recognized the entity as the glass oracle, an otherworldly guide that held the keys to unlocking the mansion's remaining mysteries. Silent, yet communicative, the glass oracle beckoned Emily closer. The broken glass beneath her feet seemed to resonate with a harmonious melody, as if the mansion itself acknowledged the presence of a spectral guide. The symbols on the walls pulsed with a muted glow, creating an intricate dance of shadows that mirrored the oracle's ethereal form. Through unspoken gestures, the glass oracle conveyed the need for Emily to embark on a journey deeper into the mansion's hidden recesses. A sense of purpose surged within her, a quest to unveil the final layers of the curse that had plagued the mansion for centuries. The oracle's form flickered as if to emphasize the urgency of the impending exploration. Guided by the silent cues, Emily navigated through secret passages and forgotten chambers. The broken mirrors, now transformed into relics of a haunting redemption, reflected a path illuminated by the oracle's ethereal presence. Moonlight became a beacon, casting an otherworldly glow on the journey ahead. In the heart of the mansion, Emily encountered a chamber veiled in shadows, a place untouched by the ritual, but intricately tied to the cursed legacy. The glass oracle, now a spectral silhouette, hovered near a hidden alcove. As Emily approached, she discovered an ancient tome, the Chronicle of Shadows, an artifact that held the final revelations of the mansion's haunted past. The oracle, through silent gestures, conveyed that the chronicle contained the key to severing the last vestiges of the curse. Symbols and sigils adorned its pages, each pulsating with a spectral resonance. The mansion, it seemed, had preserved this arcane knowledge, waiting for a seeker, marked by the moonlit communion. With the chronicle in hand, Emily felt a surge of both trepidation and determination. The glass oracle, though fading, extended a spectral hand, as if imparting a final blessing. Moonlight on Broken Glass bore witness to this moment, the threshold of a supernatural quest that would lead Emily to the mansion's elusive redemption. As the glass oracle dissipated into the radiant echoes of the room, Emily embraced the Chronicle of Shadows, a guide to unraveling the remaining mysteries that lingered within the haunted corridors. Echoes in the silence. Armed with the Chronicle of Shadows, Emily embarked on a journey into the depths of the mansion, guided by the enigmatic wisdom bestowed upon her by the glass oracle. Moonlight filtered through the corridors, casting elongated shadows that seemed to dance in tandem with the ethereal energy that permeated the haunted abode. As she delved deeper, Emily felt a profound silence settle over the mansion, an unsettling calm that resonated with the aftermath of the ritual. Shadows, once animated by spectral echoes, now lay dormant, creating an eerie stillness that transcended the boundaries of the living and spectral. The chronicle of shadows, clutched in Emily's hands, seemed to pulse with a muted energy, as if attuned to the supernatural currents that coursed through the mansion. Symbols and sigils within its pages resonated with the symbols etched on the walls, creating a symbolic bridge between the arcane knowledge and the spectral history of the cursed abode. In her exploration, Emily encountered symbols that mirrored those within the chronicle, a testament to the mansion's meticulous preservation of its own haunted legacy. The broken mirrors, though transformed into relics of redemption, reflected the silent echoes of the spectral journey that had unfolded under the moonlight. As she followed the arcane guidance, Emily found herself standing in a chamber veiled in shadows, a place untouched by the ritual and resonating with a lingering malevolence. The chronicle, now aglow with an otherworldly luminescence, indicated a concealed passage, a gateway to the final revelations that awaited her. The hidden passage led to a forgotten chamber, an occult sanctum that had eluded previous explorations. Moonlight filtered through a circular skylight, casting an otherworldly glow on an altar adorned with broken glass artifacts. Symbols, intricately carved into the floor, seemed to pulse with a spectral resonance. As Emily approached the altar, the Chronicle of Shadows guided her through an incantation, a ritual that would unveil the last remnants of the curse. The symbols on the floor responded to her recitation, creating a harmonic convergence between the living and the spectral. The mansion itself seemed to hold its breath, as if awaiting the final verses of a haunted requiem. In the silence that followed, the broken glass artifacts on the altar emitted a radiant glow. Shadows, once dormant, began to coalesce, taking on spectral forms that hovered in the moonlit chamber. The chronicle, now open to a page pulsating with arcane knowledge, became a conduit for the mansion's suppressed history. Spectral echoes resonated through the chamber, whispers of regret, forgiveness, and a yearning for release. The broken mirrors, now charged with redemptive energy, reflected scenes from the mansion's tragic past. Emily, guided by the chronicle and the glass oracle's enigmatic wisdom, bore witness to the final acts of a spectral drama. As the ritual reached its zenith, a surge of supernatural energy enveloped the chamber. Shadows dissipated, their spectral forms finding solace in the moonlit tapestry that now adorned the walls. The Chronicle of Shadows, now a relic of arcane knowledge, emitted a final glow before returning to its dormant state. The mansion, released from the shackles of the curse, seemed to sigh with a spectral relief. Moonlight on Broken Glass became a metaphor for the intertwined destinies that had unfolded within its haunted corridors. Emily, marked by the spectral communion, stood in the silent chamber, a witness to the mansion's spectral rebirth, the haunting resolution. The mansion, now enveloped in a newfound tranquility, seemed to resonate with echoes of redemption. Emily, bearing the weight of the supernatural odyssey, found herself standing in the chamber where the final ritual had unfolded. Moonlight poured through the circular skylight, casting a serene glow on the remnants of the spectral communion. In the aftermath of the ritual, the broken mirrors on the altar emitted a subtle radiance, a testament to the mansion's release from the shackles of the malevolent curse. Shadows, once hauntingly animated, lay dormant, creating an atmosphere that transcended the boundaries between the living and the spectral. The Chronicle of Shadows, now closed and devoid of its ethereal glow, remained a relic of arcane knowledge clutched in Emily's hands. Symbols and sigils within its pages seemed to resonate with a muted energy, as if attuned to the mansion's continued transformation. Moonlight on Broken Glass became a symbol of resolute redemption, an emblem etched into the very fabric of the haunted abode. As Emily ventured back through the corridors, she noticed subtle changes in the mansion's atmosphere. The spectral figures, once tormented by the echoes of the past, now lingered with a sense of peace. Broken mirrors that adorned the walls reflected scenes of serene tranquility, a stark contrast to the haunted history that had unfolded within the mansion's heart. In her explorations, Emily encountered rooms that had been veiled in shadows before, their secrets now unveiled in the wake of the supernatural resolution. Forgotten artifacts, symbols, and relics hinted at a family struggle with a malevolent force and the eventual release that had come under the moonlit redemption. As she ascended the grand staircase, Emily sensed a spectral presence. The glass oracle, though diminished, lingered in the moonlit shadows. The enigmatic figure conveyed a silent acknowledgement, a recognition of the transformative journey that had unfolded under the moonlight on broken glass. In the mansion's library, Emily discovered a hidden alcove containing journals that chronicled the aftermath of the ritual. Entries spoke of a lingering peace that had descended upon the mansion, a resolute resolution to a haunted legacy. Moonlight, once a harbinger of spectral unrest, now cast a gentle glow on the written accounts of redemption. The glass oracle, now a spectral silhouette against the moonlit tapestry, extended a spectral hand as if bidding farewell. Emily, marked by the supernatural odyssey, felt a profound gratitude for the guidance imparted by the enigmatic figure. Moonlight on Broken Glass became a metaphor for the transformative journey that had bridged the realms of the living and the spectral. As Emily stood at the threshold of the mansion, A final glance over her shoulder revealed the serene echoes of a haunting resolution. Broken mirrors, once vessels of fractured memories, now reflected scenes of spectral peace. The moonlight, casting a luminous glow on the mansion's facade, bore witness to a resolute conclusion, a redemption arc etched into the very soul of the haunted abode. Shadows retreating. As Emily stepped out into the moonlit night, the mansion behind her stood as a testament to the haunting resolution that had unfolded within its walls. The once malevolent force that gripped the estate had relinquished its hold, allowing the spectral figures within to find peace under the moonlight on broken glass. In the garden, bathed in the ethereal glow of the moon, Emily felt a sense of calm wash over her. The night air, once thick with the echoes of a haunted legacy, now whispered with a gentle breeze, carrying the fragrance of blossoming flowers. Shadows retreated beneath the luminous beams, creating a tranquil tableau that mirrored the mansion's newfound redemption. The Chronicle of Shadows, though closed, retained a subtle resonance in Emily's hands. Symbols and sigils within its pages seemed to pulse with the mansion's continued transformation, echoing the journey that had unfolded under the moonlit tapestry. As she walked through the garden, the relic of arcane knowledge became a silent witness to the enduring echoes of the supernatural Odyssey. In the distance, the glass oracle, now a faint silhouette against the moonlit horizon, lingered as a spectral guardian. The enigmatic figure conveyed a final acknowledgement, its presence woven into the very fabric of the mansion's renewed existence. Emily, marked by the transformative journey, felt a profound connection to the spectral forces that had guided her. As she strolled through the moonlit garden, Emily noticed a subtle shimmer. The broken glass artifacts that adorned the mansion's exterior now emitted a quiet radiance. Each fragment seemed to reflect not only the moon's luminosity, but also the collective peace that had descended upon the haunted abode. Shadows, once a harbinger of spectral unrest, now played harmoniously with the moonlight. In the mansion's reflection pool, Emily caught glimpses of her own visage, a reflection marked by the profound journey into the realms of the living and the spectral. The water's surface, once disturbed by spectral echoes, now lay calm, mirroring the serenity that had embraced the mansion. In her final contemplation, Emily ascended the mansion's grand staircase, the symbolic threshold between the haunted past and the resolute present. Broken mirrors adorned the walls, capturing moonlight in their fractured surfaces. Each reflection seemed to convey a story, a narrative of redemption, etched into the very soul of the mansion. As she reached the top of the staircase, Emily turned to cast a final glance at the moonlit abode. Shadows, now gentle and fleeting, danced along the corridors. Broken mirrors, once symbols of fractured memories, exuded a quiet glow, a testament to the transformative power of the supernatural journey. The glass oracle, now a mere whisper in the moonlit night, conveyed a silent farewell. Emily, guided by the enigmatic wisdom and marked by the spectral communion, stepped into the threshold of the mansion's haunted tranquility. Moonlit epiphany. In the mansion's moonlit embrace, Emily found herself standing at the precipice of a resolute conclusion. Broken mirrors, once fragments of a shattered existence, now reflected scenes of spectral peace. The ethereal glow of the moon intertwined with the quiet radiance of the shattered glass, creating an otherworldly ambience that transcended the mundane. In the silence that followed, Emily felt a profound sense of closure. The haunted legacy that had bound the mansion for generations had unraveled beneath the moonlight on broken glass. Shadows, once tormented by spectral unrest, now retreated into the depths of the mansion, leaving behind a tranquil tableau. The glass oracle, though diminished, lingered in the moonlit shadows, a spectral guardian that had played a pivotal role in guiding Emily through the supernatural odyssey. With a final gesture, the oracle conveyed a silent blessing, its enigmatic wisdom woven into the very fabric of the mansion's renewed existence. As Emily stepped out into the moonlit night, the haunted tranquility of the mansion enveloped her like a spectral embrace. The garden, once tainted by the echoes of a malevolent force, now flourished with blossoms that mirrored the resolute redemption of the haunted abode. The Chronicle of Shadows, now a relic of arcane knowledge, seemed to resonate with the continued transformation of the mansion. Symbols and sigils within its pages pulsed with a muted, airing the echoes of the supernatural journey that had unfolded beneath the moonlit tapestry. In her final moments within the moonlit sanctuary, Emily turned to cast a lingering gaze at the mansion, a visual symphony of broken mirrors, shadows, and the luminous moonlight. The spectral figures that once inhabited the haunted corridors had found peace, their silent stories etched to the very soul of the abode. The glass oracle, now a faint silhouette against the moonlit horizon, conveyed a final whisper, an otherworldly epiphany that echoed through the night. Emily, marked by the transformative journey, felt a sense of closure as she stepped into the moonlit embrace of the world beyond. As the mansion stood in quiet repose, bathed in the serenity of the moonlit night, broken mirrors reflected not only fractured memories, but also the enduring legacy of a haunting redemption.